Slow start for Toronto. 0-6. That was their first turnover. 4 of their 6 shots from 3. Here's a Badji on a pull-up. That ends a drought.
One of the Splash Brothers right there. Knock it down to Jimmy.
39% from 3 this season. Career 41%. Oh, Ochai right on target.
Left side both times.
In the future, that he was going to be a Maverick for life, just like Dirk Nowitzki.
No, and when you look at a situation like that, obviously there were some maturity issues, but you gotta have as many interventions as possible. How about a Badji with his third made 3? You gotta have as many interventions as possible.
Right. And you know, the curse of the Bambino. And it took how many years until the Red Sox won again? I mean, It wasn't 100 years, but it was close. Oh, a Badji on fire. 4 of 4 from downtown. Has all 12 points for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Davis right down the lane with a slam dunk. Let's send it over to Kayla Gray. KG with
right
more.
In front of you.
You're right in front of us. Shed gets on the board with the runner. Let's send it literally 10 centimeters away to Kayla Gray.
I have big heads over my shoulder, but no, I talked to AJ Lawson, who of course spent time here in Dallas and spent time with Luka Doncic, and asked him just what his experiences of Luka were. And he was like, you know, so many people make so much of what we see of Luka and on the court and how great he is, but he is also
done for the season. And there's the left by Davis on the drive.
So graceful, Anthony Davis. And here's a Badji on the other side.
Badji is his name. Ochai Temple with the steal. A Badji. Ochai finds AJ Lawson denied. And Ochai says, that's fine. All good. Philadelphia. Corner 3 again. Christie. At 11 points against his former team, the Lakers, 1 of 4 from 3. He's played in every game since the trade. This is game 31 for him. Strong power move by Scotty B. Diving for it. Gives it to Scotty along with Lawson, Shed, Battle, and Temple. Scotty into the post. Goes over top. And a nice move by Scotty B with the left.
Games back, but things are coming free and easy for them tonight.
With a lot on the line and with a lot of drama here in
on
Dallas,
Wednesday,
right?
Yeah.
Here's Mobo and the bucket good.
The whole market and get the best offer.
But they really felt that Davis was going to be that player that could immediately help them. Mobo and disrupted, and then Scotty with the finish.
You'll never know, or you might not know it, so you're going to have to consider that.
Davis unable to finish. Here's Mobo over to Scotty with the bucket, and Barnes now getting going. The age difference too. Davis compared to Luka.
And durability.
Yeah,
I'm a huge Anthony Davis fan, and as you mentioned,
he played 75 in each one of those games. Raptors on a turnover, but Mobo gets it back. Here's a Badji. And Scotty.
Good job that time, Garrett Temple getting it ahead to Scotty Barnes. It's not the same here.
No. And fans still getting back into their seats, but
yeah, but there's enough people.
Yeah, I agree.
If it was Toronto, they'd be going nuts.
And there's Mobo on the inside, and the TD advice for victory. And what Kayla relayed, it's been a tough start for Toronto.
Nice move right there.
And this hasn't been on many levels. They thought 77 was going to be out there, and after the trade, Badji 7 of 8 from the field, 19. And Nico Harrison was hoping for a healthy Kyrie and a healthy.
Yes, but you got a lot of good teams. I think Portland's going to have a good team coming up in the future.
Chauncey Billups, great job there. Scotty B with the bucket.
And you know, so my first impressions are lasting. Last impressions are lasting.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of the year, he was scuffling because he was banged up and missed camp. And man, he's on a tear. 6 for 6 from 3.
There's no doubt about it, and what he's done defensively.
Yeah, he's showing that he can be a two-way player. He's got good size. Wait till he fills out this summer.
We're talking about the tickets, and here at Temple, players get 2 tickets on the road, and a lot of time if you have family and friends, you
trade. Yeah,
you try to say, hey, I have family friends coming here, and I'll give you 2 in another town. But 100's a lot, right? More than the allotment. And so what happens is you got to put it on the credit card. And A.J. Lawson behind the back. And a great job keeping Davis on his hip as he goes in and finishes.
You know what I find over the years?
Headed Jack's way, like he knew.
And that was a close game that night. I don't know what he was bringing, but tonight he could bring it to me.
A.J. Lawson flying down the lane.
I'm drinking green tea instead.
Off the mark as A.J. Lawson finds Shed, and 3 in and out. And saved by Christie. Scooped up by Jamal Shed. 3:40 to go on the clock. A.J. Lawson from downtown.
That's his first made 3 of the night. A.J. Lawson.
Great to spend some time. They just continue to turn out exceptional players. Ikea, there's Mobo with the slam dunk.
The quick hops right there. Mobo.
Here's Scotty over top Christie, and it rolls around and through. He's really responded, Jack, to a slow start. As that corner 3 is good. They have to win out. Their next game's at Memphis. Sacramento, they have to lose.
Yeah, they played
and they play at Phoenix on Sunday. And tonight, Sacramento and the LA Kings. And
you and I went to a Kings game many years ago.
Dowdy back from that high ankle sprain. And Kayla Gray has more. KG.
I'm just impressed that you were able to say high ankle sprain, because we know in hockey it's upper body, lower body. So the fact that you have specifics, Matt Devlin, also our NHL expert over here.
You know, someone in the league office. I mean, he's just there's so many things. Just a wonderful gentleman.
And great to have around this youthful team.
And he's a tremendous role model. Yeah. That's what a professional athlete looks like. That's how a professional athlete acts.
He's a pro's pro. He's in an interesting situation. I mean, this trade on the floor has to work out for them. Dallas only controls 3 of their next 7 first-round picks in this year's draft, next year's draft, and then in 2031. Their 2027 first is owed to Charlotte. Players possibly on Brandon Ingram. You're going to have Scotty, right? So you add him to the mix. And, you know, who are you going to double? Where's that double going to come from? And then in just the overall conversation of that championship
that team was not only great at top, but they were deep.
They were put together really perfectly. Why? Because you could play multiple styles.
That's
play big, right? That's your point. Bigs that Shams reported earlier. And you talked about it, Kayla, at the top of the show. It's the defense, right? And it speaks to what you talk about, that second unit. Now, yes, you may have those 3 on the court, but you're going to have potentially Scotty with big time.
And he's a winner. He's a great competitor.
You've always loved his game.
I'm a huge Bobby Portis fan.
Because he fits what you talked about, that profile off of the bench.
Yeah.
Right? Multiple positions. The social media guy.
Barry. Love you,
Barry. Jack's social media guy.
Hey, nice battle.
This is what I'm sad about, is for all of the folks out there that saw us do our dances.
I need you beside me
to guide me.
So here's the thing. I was just about to say, I'm happy that no hips were broken, but I'm sure a lot of ears were just broken across Canada.
And that does it as the Toronto Raptors fall 120.